What's up, guys? Back for another review here. This time we're going to take a look at the Randall RG80-PH, which is essentially just the head version of the old Randall RG80-112SC combo. Literally exactly the same. They just chopped it right here pretty much and put a bottom on it. This thing's super heavy. It's made out of like real hardwood and everything. I believe this one is from the 81, if I remember from when I looked inside. I can't remember exactly for sure, but still in really good shape. I did have to replace one of the capacitors inside. I don't know that it was necessarily bad, but it was testing a little bit out of spec, so I thought better be on the safe side. In any case, great amp. Obviously, it's the same circuit as the RG80 and RG100 ES. It's just not quite, doesn't have quite the headroom. I mean, probably in most situations you'd never notice, but it's definitely loud. It gets really loud quick. It's only on 3 here, and it's definitely at a level where you could play with a band or play live without any problem at all. The mic today, I have a Heil PR20 mic'd up on an Eminence CV75 speaker. I just really liked how that combo turned out. It's got a nice full-bodied sound. The CV75 is, from what I've seen, about as close as Eminence has gotten to a V30, but not quite as harsh. It's a little more tame in the upper mids, but still a really good speaker. In any case, we'll start from the beginning here. So right now the master, like I said, is on 3, gain is on 5, and then all the rest of the pots here, treble, middle, bass, presence are all on 5, reverb's off. It's actually a really nice reverb. I'll bring it in later at some point. Clean channel, I mean, it's a clean channel. It's fine. It does what it's supposed to do. And the nice thing about these is you can actually blend them together. I don't have the foot switch, so you either have one, the other, or both. So if I would turn the volume of this up a little bit, it'll bring that in. I don't particularly care for the sound. Some people seem to enjoy it. They like that it's a more full sound, but it's just a sound where it's like it's bleeding a clean signal through. And for hard rock, heavier stuff, it just doesn't do it for me. Anyway, we'll start again. Like I said, everything 5 across the board, and this is what we get. So kind of gives you that classic Marshall crunchy sound. Again, gain's only on 5, so it's got a good bit more, but it's definitely not anything where you would consider it like a modern metal amp. But we'll go through the gain sweep here real quick with everything on 5. You can kind of see where it's at. Go down to about, let's say, 2. Now we'll go down to, well, 0 is going to turn it off basically, but nothing. So we'll go up to about 7 or so. This is kind of where it starts to get real nice. Love it. And then we'll just kind of, 8 is between 8 and 9 on the non-treble pulled is usually where I keep it, depending on the pedal I'm using and whatnot. But here's 8. Go up to 9. Kind of gets a little more farty at that point. And then 10 doesn't really seem to make much of a difference. So I'm going to keep it actually right around 8.5. That's kind of the place where I like it the best for the non-treble pull. Actually, we'll do the treble pull now. You'll see the volume drop. It's pretty significant. So I've got the master on 3. I'll go ahead and pull the treble here. So you can hear the added compression for sure, but it's a significant volume drop. I gotta kick it back up to about 7 before it actually comes back to around where it was. So I love the sound, but you really gotta push the power amp hard to get it back to a level. I guess you could use it if you had a drummer that can control himself and play quiet enough, but I think for a live band situation, well, I guess you're micing it, so it doesn't matter, but practice, you're pushing the amp pretty hard. So we'll bring it back down to regular here around 3, push the treble in, and we'll come back later and boost it and check it out there. So I'm just going to kind of play through the mess with the knobs a little bit here. Again, this is treble, middle, bass, and presence. I'll sort of work through the sweep, and then I'll kind of set it where I like it. We'll check it out with some boosts, and that'll be that. So here we go. So that's just a quick run through the sweep of the knobs. I'll set it now kind of where I like it, and we'll see what we can do. Mess with the boost a little bit, and kind of go from there. So I'm going to put the treble, I kind of keep it around 5 or 6, somewhere in there. Middle, again, kind of right around maybe 5, 4. Let's push it, yeah, let's keep the treble at 6. Middle, a little around 4. Bass can kind of stay at 5. When you have the higher volume, you don't want to push it too hard, it kind of farts out. Presence, put around 6.5, and this is kind of the bass. So we'll start there. I'm gonna go ahead and boost it with the Boss SD1 now. I do have the gain at about a little under 9 o'clock, so I'm pushing a little bit of gain because it's not a super gainy amp. But here we go. Now now we'll switch over to the Boss GE7, and I do have the level slider boosted at about 75-80%, and I'm pushing the mids and just dropping. I got more of an upside down or like a frown type look, but the 1.6, 800 and 3.2 are pushed a bit, kind of give it a little more crunch in the middle. Lots of gain, as you can hear from the feedback there. Real quick before we end, I'll go ahead and pull the treble here and just hit that with a boost so you can kind of see what that sounds like. And that is the Randall RG80-PH. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't really have anything else to say about it. So if you like it, check it out. You can still get these, the combos you can still find pretty cheap. Let me apologize too for the lack of dime bag playing, because it's very cold in this basement and I don't do very well playing dime riffs when it's cold. So in any case, you can still, these are a little more rare. You don't see them too often. If you do come across one, they're usually like $200-300. Absolutely get it if you can. The combo, again, same thing. If you find these in a combo, they're absolutely worth the money. It's like mine that I have. I keep my practice amp upstairs in the living room is the combo version, and that has the Celestion Rolla G1280 in it, which is an absolutely incredible speaker. Probably my favorite speaker I've ever played through. Again, the amp alone was worth the price for the speaker by itself. But get one of these, you won't regret it.